छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल
छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल।
अरे छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल।
छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल।
आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल बीच में मेरो मदन गोपाल।
आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल बीच में मेरो मदन गोपाल। आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल बीच में मेरो मदन गोपाल। छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल। काली काली गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल श्याम वरण मेरो मदन गोपाल। काली काली गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल श्याम वरण मेरो मदन गोपाल।
काली काली गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल श्याम वरण मेरो मदन गोपाल।
छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल।
छोटी छोटी लकुटी छोटे छोटे हाथ बंसी बजाए मेरो मदन गोपाल।
छोटी छोटी लकुटी छोटे छोटे हाथ बंसी बजाए मेरो मदन गोपाल। छोटी छोटी लकुटी छोटे छोटे हाथ बंसी बजाए मेरो मदन गोपाल। छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सो मेरो मदन गोपाल।
ओम हरि ओम तत्सत प्रेतात्मा शांति राम नाम सत्य है. So let us clasp hands and join together in prayer for a few moments as we turn to the Supreme Lord of the Universe, as we seek to commence all the rituals that are meant for assisting the soul on the journey and helping to release the soul from any difficulties that may be there as that journey takes place. That is, of course, all of the rituals that we will be performing for the end, beginning today and culminating with the one-year Bandara. So we meditate on Bhagwan to grant fulfillment to that purpose, and we, of course, seek to offer the soul into oneness with Him, that the soul would find ultimately, if possible, the attainment of moksha, or liberation, that is to say the attainment of oneness with the Supreme Lord. That is the full freedom from all suffering, etc. So we meditate on Bhagwan Vishnu for that purpose, who is identified as the Param Atma or the Supreme Soul. Hari Om, so Om Vishnu in your mind, right? Hari Om apavitraha pavitroa sarvavastham gatopi va yaha smareta pundarikaksham sabahya shuchihi Om. Hari Om Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra. Identification of the persons performing the ritual and the person concerned, that is to say the name of the prete or the departed person. All of these things are taken before they start, and this is dedicated to Lord Vishnu. And of course, as mentioned, we are beginning what is called the Antyeshti Samskar, or the after death rites. Those which begin today go on for the next 13 days, including the 12 or the 16 monthly pindas that are offered during the course of one Hindu calendar year, and culminating in the 1 year Bhandara. So when we make that promise today, that is to fulfill all these different aspects. So while I take, and of course Vishnu Bhagwan also keeps this record. So while I take the Hindu calendar date and time on your behalf, Om Vishnu in your mind. Om Hari Om Tat Sat Hari Om Tat Sat Hari Om Tat Sat Vishnur Adya Sri Brahmanohni Dvitiya Parardhe Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaiva Swatmanvantare Ashtavimshatitame Kaliyuge Kalipatam Charane Punyakshetre Baudavatare Vartamane Chunadad Deshe Kumoto Grame Shri Kalyuk Samvatsade Dakshinayane Kartikamase Shuklapakshe Panchami Tithau Shri Buddha Vasare Tula Rashistite Surya Dhanush Rashistite Shashankecha Shesheshu Graheshu Yatha Yatha Rashistantiteshu. Take your own name in your mind first. Amukha Gotrasya, Amukha Nama. Take the name of the departed person in your mind. Amukha Pretasya. And if you could say this after me, this describes the entire ritual that we're beginning today. Antyeshti Karam Aham Karishye. Touch to your forehead, place it on right there, and say Sri Krishna Arpan. Alright, sprinkle a little water on the body as well. What was his proper name? Grudayal Bodoo. So take that name in your mind with all the things you do. Right? Om Kashyap Gotrasya Grudayal Bodoo Pretasya Mritistane Shavanimitam Snanam Mayadiyate Tava Upatishtatam. That's good. So using the index finger and you're touching the chandan. You could stand on the side there if you want. And downward is balancing and on the two angles. Om, you could just place your hand like that. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Grudayal Bodoo Pretasya Mritistane Shavanimitam Chandanam Gandham Mayadiyate Tava Upatishtatam. Om Kashyap Gotra Om Anadina Dano Devaha Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Kshaya Pundarikaksha Prita Moksha Prado Bhava. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Grudayal Bodoo Pretasya Mritstane Shavanamitam Pushpamala Mayadiyate Tava Upatishtatam. Right, so we offer light for the purpose of removing any evil negativities on darkness on the journey and so on. You're walking around while you're going with the light. Right? And you're making 5 circles, and you could touch your forehead as you're passing by the feet. Om, the soul begins the journey through Yamlok. That is already on the 13th day. And in case sometimes it is described as a dark and terrible journey, filled with difficulties and hardships and evils, etc. And so we offer light for the purpose of removing those or clearing the pathway that the soul has to travel through. This light is dedicated to Yamraj, the Lord of Justice, who preside over the soul on that journey. Hari Om of 1 year. Om Yamadware Mahagore Andena Tamasavrite Tatravalokanarthaya Deepo Yam Upatishtatam Om Kashyap Gotrasya Grudayal Bodoo Pretasya Mritastane Shavanimitam Deepam Maya Diyate Tava Upatishtatam Om Anadina Dano Deva Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshaya Pundari Kaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Om Hiranya Garbha Purushaha Vyakta Vyakta Swarupinaha Asya Pretasya Mokshartha Suprito Bhava I check in so you know when you make five. Om Sahasra Shri Rekha Purukaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat Sabhumi Gum Saravata Spritvatyatishtada Shangulam Puruka Eveda Gum Saravam Jadabhutam Jakshabhavyam Utamritatva Seshano Jadanne Natirohati Etavanasya Mahimato Jayam. Take this in the palm of your right hand. Just take one. Sorry. And take 3 pieces of kush grass. Pado asya vishwabhutani tripadasya mritam devi. The first pinda that is offered out of the 5 is dedicated or is considered as the closure of this life, and it is meant as an offering to whichever divinities the person may have spent their life making offerings to and dedication to, etc. And so this pinda is offered at the place of death, saying to them that no rituals, no devotion, no worship, nothing like that is to be expected anymore from this person, as this life has come to an end. So this signifies the closure of this life in this home. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Grudayal Bodoo Pretasya Mritastane Shavanimitam Ekate Pindo Mayadiyate Tava Upatishtatam. Touch to your forehead and place in the right hand. Try not to lay it back. Just lay your hand grip it. Om and hold it hang like that a little bit, lay little water drop. Ekatil to Angeliste Mayadiyate Tava Upatishtatam. Om Swasti Prajabhya. So at this time, if anybody was had to give a eulogy or wanted to say something on in memory of the departed who you have dedicated, could take that opportunity to do so now.
Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum, and good morning to all of you present here today and the many joining us virtually. I am Nusha, the grandniece of Mr. Grudayal Bodoo. Firstly, on behalf of the bereaved family, I extend my deepest gratitude to all of you who have offered your prayers and support during this period of mourning. Grudayal Bodoo was the youngest child of Boodoo and Ramde Raghubir, and as he had 15 older siblings, he was known as Boy, meaning little boy. Uncle Boy was born right here in Himraj Race, where he described life as really hard. As a child, he would have to fill barrels of water before heading to school, sometimes without having a simple meal. As many families in rural Trinidad were engulfed by poverty in the 20th century, it was not long before Uncle Boy was forced to leave school to assist his family on the estates. When he relayed this to me, however, I wondered why he was laughing, but then he said, "Girl, I did never like school." This continued until the age of 18, when he was offered a job by Mr. Fred Didier, who lived close to Little Cora Junction in Kumoto. Though it paid just $1 a day, Uncle Boy stated that he was grateful for his steady income. Working the land became his livelihood, and after saving up for some time, he was able to buy his own car. With his own car, he then started working as a taxi driver from Arima to Port of Spain. He described this new job as lively and social, a great contrast to the solitude of estate work. This job not only expanded his social world, but also brought love into his life. His words. Pointing to his wife, he once told me that he had many passengers, but she was his favorite. Auntie Sukrani often traveled with Uncle Boy, and their bond soon developed. After 9 years of togetherness, they welcomed their daughter Ria, who became the center of Uncle Boy's world. Uncle Boy often shared with me that Ria brought him a renewed sense of purpose, saying she motivated him to make it in life. True to his word, he soon began the construction of his own home. Despite a lack of formal education and the hardships he endured, Uncle Boy understood the importance of securing a future for the next generation. This led to him purchasing his own land, demonstrating his foresight and commitment to leaving a legacy, a gesture that truly deserves praises. When asked about his fondest memories, Uncle Boy shared that he treasured the time spent with his brothers and nephews. Known to many of us as a master of imitation, he had an uncanny ability to mimic the expressions and behaviors of others, sometimes his own relatives. His performances became the highlight of family gatherings, filling the room with laughter from both children and adults alike, who eagerly awaited his playful reenactments. Ladies and gentlemen, it is often said that to a father growing older, nothing is more precious than his daughter. Today, I believe we can all agree that the love and care that Ria has shown to her parents are beyond measure. She has fulfilled roles that sometimes even 10 children struggle to match. Ria and Riaz, Sita, Asha, and Tom, on behalf of the Raguberry family, I extend heartfelt gratitude to all of you for giving our uncle and aunt the greatest comfort during their time of need. The loss of Uncle Boy is not just a personal loss for us. It signifies the end of an entire generation of elders. As the younger brother of my grandfather, Ramuta, I often witnessed the profound respect he held for my grandparents, regarding them as his own parents. In the Hindu household, it is tradition for the elder children to fulfill parental duties, and according to Uncle Boy, nobody embodied this role better than Ramuta. My father also shared with me that during his conversations with Uncle Boy, he expressed the wish that if he were to be reincarnated, he would want Ramuta to be his elder brother once more. Today, as we say our final goodbyes to Uncle Boy, we pray that he is reunited with his mother and his siblings. Ram Nam, Satya Hai.
Mr. Rajkumar Bhagalu wants to offer some words to the family as well.
Our Reverend Officiate in Vyas, Pandit Sanjeev Maharaj, members of the bereaved family, all our friends, relatives, neighbors who are here this morning, Sitaram, pleasant good morning. Today we are here to witness the last in a generation of a family of the Raghubir. Boy is the last existing one, and today he will be going to the great beyond as we journey to the Caroni cremation site to cremate that body. And we all know that once we take birth on this earth, death is inevitable. All of us, no matter whether you are poor, whether you are rich, whether you are black, whether you are white, the one thing that makes us all equal in the eyes of the Lord is death. So we must prepare for that. But how many of us are preparing for that? How many of us are preparing for that journey. Not many, because this family, this Ragubir family, is well established in this community of Kumoto. They were born, most of them or all of them were born and grew up in this community. And they impacted this community in a very positive way, because we have all those who have established themselves in a very meaningful way in their contributions to the development of not only their respective families, but the community and the whole village as a whole. Because here we have Pran, for instance, his brother Chin. They are in the trade, they're in business. Then we have the younger ones. Pran's daughter, she is in actuarial science, a very difficult subject. But you know, the younger people, they need the challenges. Then Pran, his son, is now into law. And so you have all other members of the family who they are engaged in so many different aspects in improving their lives and that of their respective families. There are those who are involved in agriculture in a very meaningful way. And I dare say that some of the brothers who passed on, like Ramoy, Kid, they were all involved in promoting the classical singing. Then we had all the Mausi. They would always come together for Barahi Chatti. They had their own orchestra. And together with my mother and her sisters, Sambu Jam's mother, his aunt, they were all there. Whenever there was Chatti, Barahi, they would form their own orchestra. There are those who would beat the dholak. I know my mother was one who was there to beat the dholak. And there were all those, all the Mausis, Sidasi Mausi, Dasi Mausi, Regenia Mausi, all of them, they were so involved in developing and maintaining the culture. So they have played their part to ensure that, the family history and all that, there was there to generate and to keep it going. So today, we are at the end of this generation. So it is the younger ones who will have to take that mantle of leadership and to ensure that there's progress, there's positivity in all that you do. This family is a very respectable, a very notable family in the community. And all of you, the younger ones in particular, you must hold that mantle and ensure that the family name continues to be well established. So, on behalf of my family, I want to express my deepest sympathy to the wife, the daughter, the grandson, and all other members of the family. And I see Pran is playing a very interesting role here, because he is the one who will be performing the ceremony to ensure that boy, he see his final rites. So on behalf of my family, I express my deepest sympathy and condolences, and I pray that God will grant you, the daughter, the wife, and all the close members of the family, that strength and fortitude, so that you will be able to weather these very difficult and challenging times. May God bless all of us. May you have a safe journey to your respective homes and to the cremation site. And I pray that God will continue to grant all of us that peace and happiness. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
If anybody else wanted to offer a few words or anything like that, you could take the opportunity to do so now as well. And okay, yeah, well, anybody want to sing anything, they could sing while everybody come and view and put flowers on things. So we take a few moments to meditate on the information that is also found in the scriptures, which are very pertinent to the circumstances as well, because Shri Krishna Bhagwan reminds us in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita that jatasya hi dhruvo mrityur dhruvam janma mritasya cha, that death is certain for anyone who has taken birth into this world. So it reminds us that this life is temporary. We are only here for a short period. You know, we might consider, let me say, somebody who lived 90 years to live a long life, somebody who lived 70 years, medium, somebody who lived 40 years, a shorter life. Some people might live just 10 years or 1 year or even 1 day. But in the grand scheme of things, all of us are really here only temporarily. When you check the totality of time, it is a very short period. Even the 70 or 80 or 90 or even 100 years is really and truly a short period of time. And but he reminds us that death is not the end of the journey. And he says, Mamai, in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita in chapter 15, he reminds us, Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha Manaha Shashtan Indriyani Prakritistani Karshati. That firstly he reminds us, Najayate Mriyate Vakadachin Nayam Bhutva Bhavitavana Bhuyaha, that this life has come, it is two aspects that have come together to bring us to life. That is the spiritual aspect, which is the Jivatma, or the soul that exists within. That is the unseen person. Because he says that that soul, being a spiritual entity, is without physical qualities. It has no smell, no taste, no texture, no color, nothing like that. So we cannot really see a soul moving around, right? But it has the life giver, and it resides inside the body for the period of existence between birth and death. And he reminds us that that soul that we are speaking of, that and of course the body itself is the material physical aspect that speaks to, or interacts with the material world around. He says that soul entering or living, bringing life to this body, it is a part of himself. He is the Paramatma, or the Supreme Soul. So he is the source of all life and all creation. This is Bhagwan Sri Krishna in the form of the Paramatma, or the Supreme Soul. So he is the one who is the life giver. He is the ultimate soul. So what that reminds us, or what we take from that, is that we seek to return this soul into oneness with Paramatma, or to attain oneness with Bhagwan Sri Krishna. But there becomes an obstacle to that goal, because he says afterward, he says firstly, when this soul enters the body, it becomes enclosed by the mind and the five senses, right? And the mind and the five senses, now that becomes the person that we are. That is the person that the previous speakers were speaking of and so on, right? The memories of this life, the things that we have said, the actions that we have performed, the relationships that we have created, the memories that we have left, all these things, we are that product of the mind and the five senses. That is the material aspect of ourselves. And the soul now, he says, Shariram yadavapnoti yachap yutkramati shwaraha grihit vaitani samyati vayur gandhani vashayat. The soul, on departing the body, it does not depart by itself. It takes with it that mind and five senses. So what that reminds us, two things. The first thing, it reminds us that the person's journey has not ended, or the connection to us, that personality, that has not been totally destroyed. It is only the physical aspect. He's saying that the mind and the five senses, that is the person, the memories of this life and the connections remain existing. And in Hinduism, we consider this to be existing for 3 generations above the oldest living generation. So we remain, these are the ones we consider as the ancestors, and so we remain connected to them. So we consider them to be existing somewhere else. And so we hold responsibility to perform rites such as these for assisting them in that journey, etc. Because another aspect is that taking the mind and five senses, with it, the soul takes the record of this life in the form of the weight of the karmas, or the actions that we have performed. Now we know these actions are classified in 2 categories, good actions and sins. You know, as much as all of us like to feel that we might be good and we must or we are the best person we can be, we must acknowledge that we do carry the weight of sins, right? Because sometimes even the mere act of survival we consider as having some inherent sins, etc. attached to it. So what we can do now, so some sins become attached to the soul when the soul departs the body, and it carries the mind and five senses. And so that becomes the obstacle to that soul attaining oneness with the Supreme God. So here now we opt to do whatever we can, and also it reminds us really that we should make the best effort during the course of this life to perform all the good actions that we can to live that life of kindness and charity and prayers and all these things, upholding dharma, all the different tenets that are given to us. And so living that life, having lived that life, we depart. And so any obstacle towards attaining the goal that we seek, what we mentioned in one of the first mantras that we recited, is that we ask for preta moksha pradobhava, may this soul, if possible, attain moksha or liberation, that is, to return into oneness with the Supreme God. But that may not be there for all of us. At the very least, all the rituals that we perform is seeking to take that soul from asad gati, from any difficulties that are brought about by the weight of sins, into sadgati, for being in a position or a state without suffering, without hardships and so on. And so that is the purpose now that we take in mind with all the rituals that we begin today and go on with for the next period of 1 year. We seek to assist that soul to get released from any difficulties that may be there on the journey. And so we perform our pindas, we perform our dasgat, the shaving ceremony, the bandara, the monthly pindas and the 1 year bandara. All of these are dedicated for that purpose. So with that purpose in mind, I will offer a little bhajan dedicated to Bhagwan Sri Krishna, seeking his mercy and his compassion, and we offer that on behalf of the soul, seeking the benefit or the blessings of Bhagwan Sri Krishna upon that departed soul. Following which, of course, we will offer a little closing prayer, and then all those who wish to have that opportunity to have a little bit of viewing and offer a flower, what have you, you'll have that opportunity to do so before we depart. Hari Om. So we focus the mind on Bhagwan Sri Krishna, recognizing him also as the underlying or the ultimate controller of the universe. And so we offer the soul into oneness with him. Hari Om. Jaya Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ke dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare, Jai Krishna Hare, Sri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ke dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। और कोई न खेवन वाला हो, फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। पूरन कर दे सबके आशा, पूरन कर दे सबके आशा। जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare Jai 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 Krishna Hare. So we are speaking to that Supreme Lord of the universe. We use the name Bhagwan Sri Krishna because of the verse that I mentioned from the Bhagavad Gita where he says Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke. That Jivatma, that soul that exists in you, it is a part of me. I am Param Atma, I am the Supreme Soul. So when we speak, when we mention that name, Krishna, we are speaking to the Supreme Soul of the universe. And so we are asking him, O Bhagwan, you are the ultimate Lord of the universe. And we recognize that what keeps us in this world is the weight of sins, that is what has brought us back here in the first place. Because if we attain moksha or we return into oneness with the Supreme God, there is no coming back in this world, right? Because he also mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Vasam Sijiranani Yata Vihaya Navani Grihanati Naro Parani Tata Sharirani Vihaya Jirananyanyani Samyati Navani Dehi. That the soul also has passed through many bodies before. And in the same way that we change clothing, the same way the soul changes bodies. It comes here, it exists with us for a period of time. When the body is no longer functional or useful, that soul departs. And carrying the mind and five senses, it carries the karmas with it. And sometimes the negative karmas, they destine us to return back here to go through life again. And so, O Bhagwan, you are the one in charge of all this, and we offer this soul into oneness with you. We are performing actions to help release the soul from the weight of karmas, O Bhagwan. And as the Supreme, that is what is called, that cycle of birth and death is described like a terrible ocean from which we cannot escape. And there is one person alone that can take us out of that terrible ocean, that is you, O Bhagwan. You are the boatman or the ferryman or the sea captain that can take us across that terrible ocean of birth and death. We seek the ultimate goal, which is moksha, liberation, or oneness with yourself. And so with that goal in mind, we offer this soul into your hands, seeking your mercy, compassion, and kindness, O Bhagwan. And we seek and we pray for the attainment of that highest goal or the higher goals of existence, O Bhagwan. And so we meditate and we pray to you again and again. We offer ourselves to you as your humble servants and your devotees for that purpose, O Bhagwan. Please grant your mercy, compassion, and kindness and protection on that soul. Allow that soul to elevate out of all suffering and all difficulties. So, Bhagwan, we meditate upon you again and again for that purpose. Om Hari Om Tat Sat, Pretatma Shanti, Ram Nam Satya Hai. So let us stand for a few moments as we join in the final prayer once more. All right. All right. Everybody could sit down back for a minute. We have somebody who wanted to sing a bhajan, right? And then I will offer the closing prayer.
Sitaram, everyone. This song was dedicated to him, his favorite bhajan, and I'm going to sing it for him. Begi haro Hanuman Maha Prabhu jo kat sankat moye hamaro kaun jo sankat mor bhari wo जो तुम सो नहीं जात है तारो जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो महाराज तन पे तुम्हारे शरण में आए मन भक तुमसे बीना जो दन तुम्हारी शरण में आए जोदन तुम्हारी शरण में आए, दुखत रज हर बीना, हनुमत दुखत रज हर बीना। महावीर प्रभु हम दुखियन को, तुमको भरी भनिवाज हनुमत, तुमको भरी भनिवाज हनुमत। जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। राम लखन वै विदेसी तुम पर, सदा रहे शर्माए। राम लखन वै विदेसी तुम पर, सदा रहे शर्माए। विदय वीर से राम तिहारा, विदय वीर से राम सिहारा, दर्शन पिया सहारे। हनुमत दर्शन पिया सहारे। जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। थैंक यू।
श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भजो मन हरन भव भय दारुणम। नवकंजलोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणम। कंदर्पयगणितयमित च विनव नीलनीरदसुन्दरं। पटपीतमानहुतरितरुचिशुचि नौमि जनकसुतावरम्। भजो दीनबन्धु दीनेश दानव दैत्यवंशनिकन्दनं। रघुनन्दयानन्दकन्दकोशलचन्द्रदशरथनन्दनम्। शिरमुकुटकुण्डलतिलकचारु उदारयङ्गविभूषणम्। आजानुभुजशरचापधर सङ्ग्रामजितकरदूषणम्। इति वदति तुलसीदास शङ्कर शेषमुनिमनरञ्जनं। मम हृदयकञ्जनिवास कुरु कामादिकलदलगञ्जनं। मन जाहि राचयो मिलहि सोवर, सहज सुंदर सावरो। करुणानिधान सुजानशील स्नेहु जानत रावरो। एहि भाति गौरीय शीस सुनिसिय, सहित हिय हर्षियली। तुलसी भवानी पूजि पुनि पुनि, मुदित मन मंदिर चली। हरि ओम। जानी गौरी अनुकूल सियहि हरषु न जाई कहीं मंजुल मंगल मूल वामयंग फरकन लगे ओम सहस्रशीरेशा पुरुषः सहस्राक्ष सहस्रपाट स भूमिकुं गुं सर्वट स्मृत्वत्यतिष्ठदशाङ्गुलम् पुरुष एवेदगुं सर्वं जडभूतं जच भाव्यम् उतमृतशेषानो जडन्नेनातिरोहति एतावानस्य महिमातो श्रीकृष्णचन्द्र महाराज प्रभु बिनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र महाराज प्रभु बिनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए जिनके कच है अवलंब नहीं तिनके चरण रखिए रखिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र महाराज प्रभु बिनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए इसके अवगुण बहुतेरे हैं यही बार क्षमा करिए करिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र महाराज प्रभु बिनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए दीन दयाल पिता तुम ही निज धाम इसके चाहिए चाहिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र महाराज प्रभु बिनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए मोक्ष दया बिन होत नहीं चाहे कोटि प्रबंध करिए करिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र महाराज प्रभु बिनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए भवसागर धार बहुत गहरी कोई नाव वहाँ चाहिए चाहिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र महाराज प्रभु बिनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए ये मृतक जीव को सुधारो गति निज दास बना गनिए गनिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र महाराज प्रभु बिनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए कोई ब्रात तुम्हार करे बिनती दया भगवान करिए करिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र महाराज प्रभु बिनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए ओम नमो ब्रह्मण्य देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च ओम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः ॐ कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपालो त्वं गतीनां गतिर्भव संसारार्णवमग्नानां प्रसीद परमेश्वर। ॐ हिरण्यगर्भपुरुषः व्यक्ताव्यक्तस्वरूपिणः अस्य प्रेतस्य मोक्षार्थं सुप्रीतो भव सर्वदा। ॐ स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाम्। गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ॐ नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ॐ आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः। ॐ नीलवर्णं पीतवस्त्रं श्रीवत्सपदभूषितं गोविन्दं गोकुलानन्दं ब्रह्माद्यैरपि पूजितम्। ओमिदं विष्णुर्विचक्रमे त्रेधानि ददे पदं समूढमस्य पागुं सुरे स्वाहा। ॐ विष्णुरराटमसि विष्णु स्नप्त्रेस्तु विष्णु स्युरसि विष्णु ध्रुवोऽसि वैष्णवमसि विष्णवे त्वा। ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैर्वेदैः साङ्गपरक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगा ध्यानावस्थित तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। ॐ आदौ रामतपोवनादिगमनं हत्वा मृगं काञ्चनं वैदेहीहरणं जटायुमरणं सुग्रीवसम्भाषणं वालिनिद्रहणं समुद्रतरणं लङ्कापुरीदाहनं पश्चाद्रावणकुम्भकर्णहननं चैतद्धीरामायणम्। ॐ गोष्पदीकृतवारिशं मसकीकृतराक्षसं रामायण महामाला त्वमादिदेव पुरुष पुराण त्वमस्य विश्वस्य परं निधानम् वेतासि वेद्यं च परं च धाम त्वया ततं विश्वमनन्तरूप वायुर्यमोऽग्निर्वरुणः प्रजापतिस्त्वं प्रपितामहश्च नमो नमस्तेऽस्तु सहस्रकृत्वा पुनश्च भूयोऽपि नमो नमस्ते। ॐ अतसि पुष्पसनकाशं पीतवाससमच्युतं ये नमस्यन्ति गोविन्दं न तेषां विद्यते भयं। कृष्ण कृष्ण कृपालो त्वम् अगतीनां गतिर्भव संसारार्णवमग्नानां प्रसीद परमेश्वर। वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णान् यन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भवितवा न भूय अजो नित्यं शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Om Namo. No. Yeah, we have to sing Vishnu Bhajans and Anu Hanumanan. I have a book if you want to borrow it. Yeah, you can sing Hanuman and Cremation thing and you could sing.
धस मास रहे जब गर्भही प्रभु से तुम कौन किया. मैं बाहर हो हरि भक्ति करो वही कारण लो घुबे दुखिया. केतनाई जगत में भूली गयो वही कारण लोग भये दुखिया. तब जी हल है मनुचेत करे भजु राम सिया तू जन्म लिया. हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो संदेश वाला जे रहे. हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो संदेश वाला जे रहे. हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो संदेश वाला जे रहे. यही आरशवा में इंद्रिय अनुपहिया. यही आरशवा में इंद्रिय अनुपहिया. भव के पंच चली ओ भव के पंच चली संदेश वाला जे रहे. हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो संदेश वाला जे रहे. वेद कुरान क्रक्नि बहुरंजन. वेद कुरान क्रक्नि बहुरंजन. बाकर भांडवली ओ बाकर भांडवली संदेश वाला जे रहे. हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो संदेश वाला जे रहे. पाप नशी में जीवन निंदिया. पाप नशी में जीवन निंदिया. भजन की भोर भई ओ भजन की भोर भई संदेश वाला जे रहे. हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो संदेश वाला जे रहे. जाकते स्वप्न शुशु जिशुरैया. जाकते स्वप्न शुशु जिशुरैया. गीतो घबराम मिले ओ गीतो घबराम मिले संदेश वाला जे रहे. हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो संदेश वाला जे रहे. हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो संदेश वाला जे रहे. हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो संदेश वाला जे रहे. थैंक यू.
We got a bottle. Om Hari Om Tat Sat Pretatma Shanti Ram Nam Satya Hai. So at this time, let us all stand for a few moments as we join in the final prayer to Bhagwan. Before the body, before of course we commence the final journey together with the body to the place of consecration. So you could just stand up right here. And once more we meditate on Bhagwan Vishnu or Sri Krishna as Paramatma or the Supreme Lord of the universe, and we offer the soul into his hands, seeking his compassion, mercy, and his kindness, his protection, to allow the best possible result, whether to be Sadgati without difficulties and suffering, or Moksha, oneness with the Supreme God. We pray for these benefits. Hari Om Tvamari Deva Purusha Puranas Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam Vetasi Vedyam Cha Param Cha Dhama Tvaya Tatam Vishwamanantarupa Vayuryamognirvaruna Shashanka Prajapatistam Prapitamahascha Namo Namaste Stu Sahasrakritva Punascha Bhuyopi Namo Namaste Om Anadin Dhano Devaha Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshaya Pundari Kaksha Preta Moksha Pradobhava Hiranya Garbha Purushaha Vyakta Vyakta Swarupinaha Asya Pretasya Mokshartam Suprito Bhava Sarvada Om Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Megavaranam Shubhangam Lakshmikantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Virdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnum Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaikkanatham Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Pretatma Shanti Ram Nam Satya Hai. Alright, so everybody could sit down back who wish to do that, but yeah, we take just 1 or 2 minutes for anybody with a final viewing, and then we on the way to the cremation site.
आए भी अकेला, into this world we have come alone, और जाए भी अकेला, and in a similar manner, when we take our exit, we shall leave alone. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. When we do take stock of our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a mela. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. आए भी अकेला और जाए भी अकेला.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला
You have no idea. Shucks. Rain. Rain. Yeah, yeah. Let's see if I can. Yeah.
Pick up the clock tower. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready? That's all. Ready?
Yeah.
Easy. Rolling. Easy.
Yeah, we'll cut it right here, no.
No.
Think it right here, no. Nah, the camera getting wet.
Come. You know any Come. Is that right?
All right, boy.
Go ahead.
It's the sound that saved a wretch.
आए भी अकेला, into this world we have come alone. और जाए भी अकेला, and in a similar manner, when we take our exit, we shall leave alone. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. When we do take stock of our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a mela. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. आए भी अकेला और जाए भी अकेला.
त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा. आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. blessing. East, west, north, south. Thank you. Yes, sure. Om Kashyap Putrasya Grudayal Bodoo Chatvari Kechar Nimitam Ekite Pindramaya Diyate Samile Haritam Ram Nam Here. Om Kashyap Putrasya Grudayal Bodoo Stanesha Panamitam Snanam Maya Diyate Tavopatishatam. Om Yamdwari Mahamurya Dinatam Sathe Tatravanutanathaya Stanesha Panamitam Om Suryam Japshutacham Om Panchatattva Shanti Bhavatu Om Panchatattva Shanti Bhavatu Om Panchatattva Shanti Bhavatu East West Om Kashyap Putrasya Grudayal Bodoo Namnanamatam Grudayal Bodoo Maya Diyate Maya Diyate
Breathe now then.
How do you not finish it? Just part. I think one is. Yeah.
want lighter, probably? You want lighter?
One more again.
Oh, all right.
So let's turn on the right? Turn on.
यमद्वारे महाघोरे अंडेनाथमसावृते तत्रावलोकनार्थाय दीपोऽयं प्रतिष्ठितम् ॐ कश्यपपुत्रस्य पूर्वया मृतस्थाने शवनिमित्तं दीपं मया दीयते ततो प्रतिष्ठितम् ॐ सूर्यं चक्षुर्गच्छतु वातमात्मानं च गच्छति च धर्मणा वा गच्छति तत्ते तमोषधीषु प्रतिष्ठा शरीरे ॐ पंचतत्व शान्ति भवतु ॐ पंचतत्व शान्ति भवतु ॐ पंचतत्व शान्ति भवतु एकतिलतरञ्जसोम कश्यपपुत्रस्य गुरुदयाल गुरुप्रेतस्य शवहस्ते साधकनिमित्तं प्रेतदैवतो वा एकते पिण्डो मया दीयते ततो प्रतिष्ठिताम् एकतिलतरञ्जसस्ते
Yeah, they got chicken there, chicken there.
No,
Cauliflower.
yeah, everything. Yeah, they go straight over. Yeah, that's okay. Take the roll on the commencement. All right, follow the instructions. Follow the instructions. Rapidosity from this stick. Swaha, Om Mansebhya Swaha, Swaha, Om Retase Swaha, Om Payave Swaha, Om Ayasai Swaha, Om Prayasai Swaha, Om Sanyasai Swaha, Om Vyasai Swaha, Om Udyasai Swaha, Om Shuche Swaha, Swaha, Om Shoshamanaya Swaha, Om Shokaya Swaha, Om Tapase Swaha, Om Tapyate Swaha, Om Tapyamanaya Swaha, Om Taptaya Swaha, Om Garmaya Swaha, Om Nishkrityai Swaha, Om Prayaschityai Swaha, Om Bhishtai Swaha, Om Yamaya Swaha, Om Mrityave Swaha, Om Brahmane Swaha, Om Brahma Hatyaya Swaha, Om Vishwabhyo Devibhya Swaha, Om Java Pratidibhyam Swaha, Om Pritaya Namaha Swaha. All? Yeah.
One can done. Yeah, go back to the... Ready? Hold on. Put it too much on the other side. Come on this side.
Yeah, very good.
Very good.
गौरी गौरी करके जोरी गौरी गौरी करके जोरी भरा खजाना जंगल जाए जा बंदे जंगल जाएगा बंदे रे फिर पछताना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है। जग चला जाता है सारा, जग चला जाता है सारा, इकता कौन ठिकाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है, एक दिन हमें भी जाना है।
इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले, गोविंद नाम लेकर जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। यह तो गंगा जी का तट हो, जमुना का तट निकट हो। यह तो गंगा जी का तट हो, जमुना का तट निकट हो। और सावरा निकट हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। श्री वृंदावन का तल हो, विष्णु चरण का जल हो। श्री वृंदावन का तल हो, विष्णु चरण का जल हो। मुखरे में तुलसी दल हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। मेरा सावड़ा कड़ा हो, तिरछा चरण धर हो। मेरा सावड़ा कड़ा हो, तिरछा चरण धर हो। वंशी कसूर बल हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। सिर सोहना मुकुट हो, मुखरे पे काली लट हो। सिर सोहना मुकुट हो, मुखरे पे काली लट हो। यहाँ जान मेरे गत हो, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। जब प्राण कंत आवे, कोई रोग ना सतावे। जब प्राण कंत आवे, कोई रोग ना सतावे। यमत्रास ना दिखावे, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। इतने मेरी अरज है, इतनी मेरी अरज है, मानो तो क्या हरज है। वहाँ आपका फरज है, जब प्राण तन से निकले, इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले। गोविंद नाम लेकर जब प्राण तन से निकले, इतना तो करना स्वामी, जब प्राण तन से निकले, जब प्राण तन से निकले, जब प्राण तन से निकले।
अच्छा गुनगुन, मुझे अपने पापा के बारे में कुछ बताओ।
चंदा ने पूछा तारों से, तारों ने पूछा हजारों से, सबसे प्यारा कौन
का जाना पहचाना है। ओ लगता है वो नादान पर वो सयाना है। चेहरे से है वो भोला, दिल का दीवाना है।
फूलों ने पूछा कलियों से, कलियों ने पूछा कलियों से,
सबसे प्यारा कौन है?
पापा, मेरे पापा,
हे पापा, तेरे पापा।
मीठी मीठी बातों से वो सबको हंसाता है।
ओ प्यारी अदाओं से वो दिल बहलाता